Hey everybody, this is Glidercat, and it's time to play back in Satisfactory. Pick up where we left off. We were smelting iron last episode, and we set up this first line of 6 smelters, turning iron ore into iron ingots. In between episodes, I set up an identical line here for our second belt of iron ore coming in, and then we have a lighter belt here of I think 120 ore per minute coming in, so that only required 4 smelters, and we have all of that being belted up to the next floor. So let's get up there. We've got coal going up there too, and next floor we need to do is for steel. So let's get on it. Here's our conveyor lifts. We've got, let's see, 180 steel ingots coming up here. We've got what we think is going to eventually be 480 coal per minute. Once we do all our upgrades, this guy will be putting out 480 coal per minute because we're going to overclock and upgrade our coal mine, which is way down there. Then we've got a second belt of iron ingots coming in at 200 and let's see, no, not 270. This is another 180 steel ingots. Iron ingots, sorry. 180 iron ingots, just like the first one. And then our last one here is 120 ingots. So let's get on it. The first thing we need to do is split this coal. So let's do that here. Boom. And I think we're going to have 3 lines here making steel ingots. Okay, these guys stick out a little bit. We need 5 of them, so we're just going to put these right next to each other. One. That one unfortunately didn't go where I wanted it. Let's start that over again. Want it right there. There's one. 2. There's 4. There's 5. Lots of materials to make these. Wow. All right, belt. And we always do the lower belt to the farthest input. That's this guy here. Of course, we're going to have to do a bit of a segment here. Is this dead center? I guess it is. We want that one over here. And then we're going to have a stacked belt for the coal coming in. So let's see, how do we want to do that? It's going to come this way and up, right? So let's see how best to do this. We'll see. This might take a couple attempts. We want you up there. And then we want another one of these. Somewhere where I can make this turn at a right angle. I'm not sure how sharp it can be. We'll see. That is perfect. It's just what I wanted. I'm going to run that belt down here all the way to here. In fact, let's see if we can pull this off. Coal, and we want it around and down. Perfect. Okay, before we get too many belts down, let's set our recipes on all these boundaries here. We are making the alternate solid steel ingots. 2 coal and 2 iron, and we get 3 steel ingots out. This is an awesome alternate recipe that is super duper efficient for materials. I think I've got those all set. That one, that one, that one, and that one. All right. Splitters all over the place. Let's climb our support pillar here. Up on the other side. So splitters top and bottom. And we want the lowers on the outside, or the furthest ones out are low. And then careful not to fall off here. Oh man, yeah, this is a little snug here. Okay, this is the lower one. Trying to line that up. Okay, upper. We'll climb this support. Boom. And belt these all in. Pull from above. Iron ingots. Okay, that's it for that. Let's hop out of there and let's run power next. And then we'll do our output belt. Power, I've already brought it up from the floor below. Let's turn on our light. Boom. And where do we want to run these? Where are the little hookups? Okay. How about here? And this one. There they go. Oh man. That's a lot. Alright, this is our 180 line. This is going to get us, what, 270 steel ingots out, right? Because we're putting 40 items in and we're getting 60 out. We're putting 80 in, really, but we're getting 60 out. So we're going to have one big belt. And we're going to need to route that around this guy. But we need to kind of come up to send these guys up. Yeah, we're just gonna send this straight up. Let's see if we can make it work. Want to go a little bit higher, maybe like that. Our next line, our next input line would be down here, right? So that coal is going to split. I'm just trying to see what we're going to have in the area here. We're going to have 3 rows of foundries. This one, yeah, it's going to be identical to the one we've got. Except this time the coal is going to be on the bottom, I think. Or we could do it on top. Does it matter? Probably needs to be on the bottom just the way I've got this split. And then we'll have our foundries going this way. But let's see if we can get this output belt routed. Wait a second, wait a second. Outputs, I might be able to just pop this guy and do it right there. Let's try it. Oops, reverse that guy and... yeah, we don't want those clipping into each other. How about up like that? We might be able to get it there. Let's see. You would need to merge in and then jump a belt. Let's see if that's even possible. Let's pop our merger down. Can a belt hop this? Might be too much. Yeah, way too much, right? What can we do about that? We could definitely pull that splitter way back. And that might help things quite a bit. Let's do it. This goes, this goes, this goes. That and that go. And let's get this splitter nice and close. Something like that. Can I get those to actually hook up? Looks like it. Now let's see if we can run this belt. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So that means we have to move this support just over here, right? Line up. It should work for us. Let's try it. Yeah, we gotta take off this little nugget. That should give us a nice angle. Perfect. Okay, there's our output belt, so now we can wire the rest of this up, or belt the rest of this output out. Steel ingots. Mergers for the rest. And finish the belting here. These, man, once we get these steel pipes and steel beams going, we are going to be really upgrading a bunch of stuff. It's going to be pretty darn awesome. Right, next row can go right here if we wanted to, which means another splitter. Another splitter that direction. Am I in the middle? I guess I am. Are those lined up? Yeah, they are. Okay. That's coal. This time coal stays on the bottom. Let's do our boundaries. Looks like we're going to be right here with those. So I'll copy. I think that's how we did it. This one, same thing, 6 of them. Now we're going to burn through. We may end up having a power outage because we are putting down a lot of machinery here. Let's do the recipes and the power before we put these belts down. Sometimes I forget, but it's a lot easier not to have to jump over belts. Power, we go out to the row first, and then we bring it out to the machines. We can start you there, I suppose. Alright, this one's going to look a little different because the coal's going to go all the way out to the far end. Doesn't look centered, I guess. Yeah, no, it's centering to the output port. See? Alright, that is the bottom. And this time we're going to send the iron ingots up top. And I think I can do that with those conveyor supports. Let's see if I can make this turn work for us. I think it's got to be that tight. We'll see. You are my ingots. You don't need anything underneath, so we can kind of do one of these, maybe? No? Don't want to? Oops, thought I clicked. Just too far? Alright, we'll put another support in here somewhere. Boom, there goes the iron. We can use the support to hop over. Oh, we got to do our mergers first. Let's do that. I'm sorry, splitters. Let's do that over here. Let's see. Yeah, bottom is this guy. Top is the inner one. Oh, I cannot see the lines very well. I guess that's lined up. Looked at the smart mod in season 1. I used the smart mod and it would automatically, I think, belt these things in. But from what I could tell, it was not compatible with update 7, at least not yet. So we're kind of doing it the old-fashioned way here. It's a little bit slower. I need to find my little support here so I can hop up. Alright. Let's belt these in just like we did the other ones. This time it's ingots from above, coal below. Yeah, you might be able to use conveyor lifts here. Like I mentioned before, I kind of like the look of the sloped belt coming down. So I will probably stick with that. And again, we're scaling. We're building this out as if we're getting like 480 coal coming in. We don't have it yet. So these machines aren't going to be all fully efficient yet. Not for a while, actually. Okay, outputs. Where do we want to dump these guys? We've got belts in our way. I suppose we could have sent this one up a little bit later, right? Like over here. Let's do that. Let's fix this. Then we can bring that output up a little sooner. This one, you can just hang out here. Then maybe you just make that trip. That. And I can send these guys. Steel ingots, send those up right here. Try to keep that about the same height. I'll put belt right down the middle of the foundation. somewhere here, maybe we can start the trip up. I'll take it. Mergers for the outputs. Important when you're placing these to actually point at the belt, then they kind of lock on. Most people probably who play the game often know that, but if you're a new player, that can be something that's important to understand. I'll turn off my light here. Let's go the other direction. All right, last line. This one, we only need 3. And where's our... Oh, did I mess something up? Mess something up. We have to get our coal. We have to get our coal out of there. You can see this is not what we want. Not what we want. Let's fix this. This is a mess here. Wow, I didn't notice how bad that was. We get a little problem to solve here, too. Bit of a problem to solve. This output needs to not interfere with... Or this input needs to not interfere with this splitter bringing coal down. What we can do... Yeah, it's a little goofy. Come to think of it, we could have... Yeah, we could have worked this a little different. To see how the coal is on the upper belt over there, we could have had that come down, kind of like... Or come up from below to that height, and then fed that far input belt directly. But we'll figure this out. We'll find a way to make it work. Right now, our challenge is we need to get coal to the 3rd line. And we need to route that guy's iron over up here somehow. So that belt can probably go even higher across the middle and then sweep down. And that'll probably solve our problem. I'll show you. Not going to be super duper symmetric as much as I would like. Let's bring you in like that. This is iron for the line that we've already completed. It's not pretty. Could we make that look better somehow? We need to be above. Let's see. See if we can make this look a little better. Spend a little bit of time making this look better. That's the height I want. It's not where I want it. Might be able to drop this one down a hair too. Let's try it. That's no good. We got to go a little higher. I can't tell if that's higher or that's the same. Okay, better. Much better. I'm taking something that's ugly an ugly design and trying to put lipstick on it. So we'll see how it turns out. It'll be a little better, I think. Okay, that's out of the way, and now we can bring our coal out to the third input line, which is going to run down here. Oh man, not crazy about how that is weaved. At all, but may have to go with it. Tempted. Let's leave it for now. We got biofuel burning. It's almost gone. So this line, like I said, we only need 3 foundries on this one. So let me copy that guy. Our input's going to come straight down this way. So it's you right there. 1. Placed correctly. Is there that much gap between them? Yep, there is. And power. Plate. Where do we want to do it? How about this row? Coal on the bottom for this one. And then this guy is our iron. Sure if we need that. That's not placed right. It's clipping. I don't want it to clip into the belt. That one might be enough. Let's just see what we get. Okay, got that. Did the turn just fine. Okay, we're nice and straight, I think. We'll put a support over here. Looks good. Just 4 splitters. Over. That's it. That's it. There's not that many. All right, we've got another we've got another issue. Routing the output again. We can go under this time. We'll be clever. I'll have to double check and see if there's any way I could clean this up a little bit. Getting the steel ingots up to the next floor. Maybe we could have stayed underneath. Did we have stayed underneath before? No, because we had the coal line coming over in our way. We couldn't have run that output under, so we had to kind of weave it. Oh man, yeah, I think there's got to be a little bit of cleaner way for these belts. I'll have to give it some thought. But It's all working. That's the main thing. And I know we're burning through power. We really need to get the beams and pipes built soon. Just double click. You all the way. Hopefully there's room. Is there room for mergers here? It seems like it feels a little tighter than the other ones. No, I guess we're fine. These two. Belt these up. Alright, everybody looks to be producing. We're sending all the outputs up, so next floor up we've got 3 belts of steel ingots now. This one is, let's see, this one's 180 steel ingots going up, so the far one is 180. This middle one going up is going to be 270. And then the last one is obviously 270 because it's the same as the one we just saw. That one's 270 going up. Oh man, it's a little belt weavy madness here. Gotta be a better way, right? There's something. I gotta think about it. Need to think about it. Yeah, there's ways to improve that. But we're not gonna worry about it now. We're gonna go up and work on what's next. Let me look at my notes. It's going to be steel pipes. So for steel pipes, I was trying to look at what do we need more of? Do we need more of the steel beams or the steel pipes? And it seems like it's almost even. We need a lot of both of them. So we'll see if this factory is going to be able to keep up and meet our needs, or if we're going to have to spin up another one. Because we're building a lot of stuff in here. Steel pipes, we're going to have 2 lines, and we're going to merge the outputs. And these guys are what? Steel pipes, are these assemblers? Let's just see what we're going to do. Input will probably come down this way. So I'll leave room, and then let's do, I'm guessing these are, no, these are just going to be constructors, right? 1 input. Check the recipe here in a second. I'm going to need 5 on one side and 4 on the other. So let's do the 5 here. Let's just double check, make sure we have the recipe. Yeah. 1, 2. And we're just going to use one of the heavier inputs, the bigger inputs. So we've got 1 extra line. One thing I'm not expecting. Should only have 3 lines coming up. Which one of these doesn't belong? One, 2, 3. I see there's our extra port there. Let me get rid of that. Oh man, the abyss. I'm scared. I can't go that way. This guy right here's got to go. Yes, we're going to use 1 line of 270 ingots coming in. It's going to be this one right here, and we're probably going to split it. Would it be better to use that one? Nope. We're going to use this one. So these go up. These are going to be used for the steel beams, which use a lot more ingots than the pipes. comes out, it's immediately going to go into a splitter here. Constructor lines are always pretty darn easy with one input. Before we do all that, though, let's set all the recipes and run the wires so we're not hopping over belts. Pipes, 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 and pipes. We'll do the power. You over to... We'll do this rope. Okay, now I can finish running that input belt. Super easy, this one. I've seen this a million times. Beating a bunch of constructors. Not bad. Oh. Yeah, did I say easy? As long as I don't fall. Probably shouldn't build so close to the edge. Knowing my habitual problems falling. That's one more here to our belts. And this is just input for steel pipes. And I think I did 5, right? So next, how big are these constructors? They fit pretty much within a thing. We're going to share an output belt. That's what I'm kind of looking at. In fact, we've got room. I'm going to... Because we've got this input here. Let's run our output belt. Mergers. We want to do this in the middle. That might work. I'm not getting the little guides. Okay, those look right. This one needs one too. Okay, and then on this side we only need 4 constructors, that is. Let's get those. Didn't actually go where I wanted it to. Nope. Pipes. Pipes. Input of steel beams. Or steel ingots, sorry. Outputs, those all lined up. For some reason, these mergers feel like they're not lined up, but they are. Okay, that's not positioned right. Or it's a splitter or something. Yeah, that's a splitter. Did I do all splitters? I think I did. Whoops. This is our output line. We're going to run the outputs. We could go up that way. I think we'll just, let's see. How does it look over here? We'll just wiggle the output belt through here. And we'll run these in the middle. Real middle is right here, right? Okay, conveyor merger. Okay, yeah, these look good. I hope. Find out. It's clever, but not what I want. Okay, now I'm remembering what I want to do. Now that we've got these pipes, I'm not sure if we're going to export these or not. I think we may be using all of these up in local construction. That said, local construction meaning products that we're going to do on upper floors. That said, I do want some for handcrafting. And maybe I put those over here. So let's put a splitter. Let's put a splitter right here. Just kind of thinking this up as I go. But I want a way to have my own supply that's not going to get starved out by production in case we need to grab some of these things. And then I want a bunch of storage. And then I want to send the product up. So this is going to be our little storage bin full of these. This isn't a bad place for it, I don't think, near the stairwell. These are just for us. Our own little craft. Anytime we have a crafting need that uses these, this is where we'll come and get them. Of course, I'll put walls up so I don't fall into the abyss when I'm fetching steel pipes. Okay, and then we want to go crazy with like storage arrays. But maybe I'll do that. Thinking about doing that off camera. We've got lots of room on this floor to do it. So, and nothing else is going to take place up here. So I want to put a fair amount of storage containers stacked up, and then maybe even more storage containers weaving their way down here, and then eventually an output going up for further construction. But I want to get something down here before we leave. Let's take a look at the storage containers. Eventually we're going to get the industrial ones. They hold the same amount. They just have 2 inputs and 2 outputs, which could be kind of nice, but we don't need that necessarily. Let me just take a look. Yeah, this will be what we end up doing. But let me put some of these down. And then I'll do some of this between episodes. I'll get 6 down for now. In fact, we won't even route the other ones up to the higher floors yet. We'll do that when we need to use them, and that's going to be quite a bit later, because again, we want to go significantly upgrade our full power station. But this will at least give us a cache of these things. Back here, it's just going to be conveyor lifts. We want to go bottom to top, and top to bottom, bottom to top, that kind of thing. And so we'll snake these around somehow and get a bunch of these stored up. Mostly just for while we're waiting to finish the rest of the factory, it'd be nice having a bunch of these accumulate. So I'll add more between episodes. And what's next? Do we have time? Do we have time for steel beams? Let's do it, because it's going to be quick. Oh man, do not fall. Need to put walls up. Really bad. That'll be done between episodes too. Alright, here we are. We've got 2 belts full of steel ingots. One is, let's see my notes here. One is 270 and one is 180. And so we're going to do something just like we did on the floor above. We're going to have 2 rows. This is going to be not super symmetric. Okay, there's our stairway. We're going to want to do storage here too. So even though I'm horrible when I get too close to the wall here, I'm going to still do it. This will be our input belt going this way, and we want just constructors. We could start those here, I guess. And we want 1 row of 5 and 1 row of 3. I know it's going to drive some people crazy. That's how we're going to do it. This is going to be just like we did downstairs. I mean, almost identical. Or not. What am I missing? Is it not here? Are these made in... No, they're there. Steel beams. That's what I want. Steel beams. Steel beams. 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 It occurs to me we do need to know where those steel pipes are going to come up. Right, when we get around to routing the output, we don't want to conflict with those. So we might have to go take a quick look downstairs to figure that out. I know this one's not totally consistent with the floor below because I gave myself more space down there, but grab our input. go just straight that way. Or we could do the turn. Let's go straight that way for something different. That straight or is that straight? That is, right? Yep. Yeah, these beams and these pipes are what we need for upgrades, like right away in the hub. Base elevator's going to take a little more time to get that upgraded or to satisfy those objectives. But man, this is going to unleash a lot of stuff. Minor upgrades, belt upgrades, all kinds of good things for us once we have these pipes and beams being manufactured. Looking forward to having that done. We're almost there. That's it for that side. We're going to do something very similar and run mergers. If I can pick the right thing this time. That's what I want. And I want them right in the middle. And then this side only needs 3 constructors because that belt has a lot less steel ingots in it. Let's grab a constructor and just copy. Beams, beams, beams. Bring the power over. This input belt we're going to have to run a little different. The turn as soon as we can make the turn, I guess. Right there. Would not be surprised if the power went out here any second. We have a ton. We have a ton of machines running right now off of biofuel. Do the same thing here. Let's put a splitter. This time we'll put, or since it's kind of crowded over there, let's put a storage container right here. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And then we need some type of storage array. We can do the same thing as our room here. Let's just see. Maybe we can get 6 of these placed. Reasonable in terms of spacing. Lifts back here, and we are done. Comes in the bottom, goes up, and then the bottom to top. We get a little more. We're gonna add a bunch, and then before we route these up to the next floors, where we're gonna do more manufacturing, we've got, like, for these beams in particular, we need to make encased beams where we use concrete and mix them with these steel beams into encased beams. Before we do that, we need to make sure we've got a clean route for the pipes too to go up, because this factory is going to be, I think, pretty tall, and we're actually going to import other products into this factory. I think we're going to import modular frames, and I think we're going to import screws, and we're going to produce more products here. So this factory is going to be pretty darn tall. We may trim it if it's too wide. Looks like we've got plenty of surplus space, but we'll just see how complicated those other products are. They may take up a larger footprint than these do, but man, that is awesome. We are in really good shape now. Let's take all these, and let's take all this stuff. Gonna be probably on the top one, right? And then let's grab, do we have at least 100? 96. Close. We're getting there. Grab one more out of here when it pops in. Boom. And then let's grab whatever's in here. We'll grab the pipes and we'll run over to the hub real quick and just see if there's any upgrades right at the bat that we can do. I think there's going to be. Grab here. Take those. That's going to be, I think, more than enough, but I'll grab them from over here too. I think we're going to have all we need, but that's all right. Take those. Let's hop out of here. Take the stairs. And I'll put on my Blade Runners as soon as we get in the safer area, which is here. And Blade Runners. Boom to boom. Let's go see what we can unlock. I think we're going to be able to unlock the minor upgrades. Let's go, let's go. Even with the Blade Runners, it's a little slow. Ooh, it looked like it actually picked up once I bounced. Picked up speed a little bit. Yeah, let's go to the hub, see what we can unlock right away. Oh, man. This is big. Having that steel production up and running is really, really good. All right, here we are. Okay, we've already got tier 3 already all researched. Okay, we've got advanced steel production. This is going to allow us to do those encased beams I was talking about. And stators. That's another thing I think we're going to make in that same factory we just came from. Minor upgrades right there. Mark II miners. We want that for our coal. The other one, hypertubes, don't care about blueprints yet. This is the other one we want. This is going to get us the conveyor belt Mark IIIs. But let's start with this guy. Boom. And pop all the stuff in that it wants. Oh man, this is a big one. Advanced steel production. Sweet.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container, enhanced conveyor belt efficiency, as well as the ability to store excess power for later use. An additional project part can now be constructed. Further progress to the next phase is now possible.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I was just looking at my notes so I didn't follow the little dropship. That is awesome. All of our mining we can upgrade now. Let's see what those cost. Just curious. Mark II. Oh, we need the encased beams. Oh, man. I tell you, best laid plans of mice and men. We need to get the encased beams. Maybe we work on that next. Shoot. We really, really need to update our coal power plant. Oh, man. And I wanted to have the upgraded miners before we did that. Encased beams. Can I... I wonder if we can kind of ad hoc that in an assembler. We'll see. We'll look into that next episode. Maybe we can handcraft some just to have enough to upgrade the mining drills that we're going to be using over at the coal power plant, rather than setting up all of that automation first. Because let's see how our biomass burners are doing. 58. That's not bad, but I had filled these up to 200 right before the episode. 49 of them. So 49 times 142 is how much biofuel we burned just in this episode. I gotta refill those again. The other thing I want to do, I know this episode's running long, is I want to... We might actually be able to do it right now. We need this. We need this. So we need to produce... we need to produce this black powder. And we can do that pretty easy. Maybe I can do that next episode too. We'll do that together, but we want these nobelisks so we can clear that big stone off of the 4th coal mine over by our coal power plant. So we want to tap into all those and expand our power. So I don't have to worry about filling biomass burners anymore. We're getting real close to being able to do that. But we'll pick it up next episode. Between episodes, I will fill all the biomass. We'll look at producing the nobelisks and unlocking that tech. We'll look into producing enough encased beams to at least have 4 upgraded miners over by the coal power plant. And then hopefully we can get over there and get to work on that stuff. The other thing, scaling up the coal power plant, huge. Like at least 4 times what it is now. The other thing I was going to look at was we might want these belts. So we may go fetch some more steel beams, unlock this as well, and then that'll get us the conveyor belt Mark IIIs that we want also as we scale up the coal power plant. So that we should be able to do most of that next episode and get started on the coal power plant expansion. But yeah, pretty cool. We got a lot done. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Special thanks to Glidercat patrons and channel members and those of you that have been giving the videos a thumbs up. Deeply appreciate that. And I'll see y'all in the next one.